Chapter 16, maintenance every 1,000 hours. Maintenance every 1,000 hours. Change the swing gearbox oil, remove the plug A with the mount over the end of the drain pipe with the drain oil into containers, dispose of the waste oil property, switch gear oil box specification capacity of 14 quarts, install plug oil, install plug, remove the filter cap B with the add oil, install the filter cap, check on the oil level on the dipstick. And caution, checking pilot control oil filter, caution for the high pressure relief of the oil, but the pressurized system can cause the serious burns of the penetration injury. The hydraulic tank is pressurized, do not remove any vent plug A. Release the pressure by loosening the vent plug. Loosen the vent plug A to relieve the air pressure. Remove the filter case A. Unscrew the filter element B. Remove the O-ring C. Install the new O-ring filter element. Filter case specifications of 15 to 22 pounds a foot. Torque. Install the filter case A. Tighten the vent plug Change the pump drive gearbox oil. Remove the plastic cap of the filler plug A, but remove the drain plug B with the oil to drain into the container. Dispose of the waste oil properly. Apply liquid Teflon pipe with the red steel into the drain the plug and install the plug. Add oil. See the fuel lubrication chapter. Pump gearbox specification capacity of 1.1 quart. Pull the dipstick C with the check oil level. The oil level must be approximately halfway below the high level mark, and install the filler cap and install the dipstick. Clear the engine crankcase ventilation tube. Clear the engine crankcase ventilation tube when you measure the adjusting engine valve clearance flash. Checking the adjusting engine valve lash clearance. Preventing the accidental starting of the engine while performing the valve adjustment. Always disconnect the negative battery terminal. Important valve clearance must be checked and adjusted when the engine is cold. Remove the rocker arm with the cover of the engine crankcase ventilation tube. Clean the tube with the solvent and diesel fuel. Check the O-ring with the rocker arm cover is in good condition. Important, visually inspect the contact and the strip of the valve tip. The rocker arm's wear pad. Check all the proper parts. Excessive wear with the breakage, crack, and replace the parts that show visible damage. Rocker arms are exhibit the excessive valve clearance. Should be inspected more thoroughly and identify the damaged parts. Remove the plug A with install the JDG 820 flywheel turning tool. Remove the cap screw B with the install the JDE 814 timing pin. Turn the flywheel until the timing point pins go into the hole with the flywheel. Use the engine rotation tool with rotating the engine flywheel in the running direction. Clockwise view them from the front until the number one cylinder is at top dead center of the compression stroke. Number one cylinder rocker arms are loose when the engine is at the number one top dead center. Compression of the number one cylinder rocker arms are not loose. To rotate the engine at 1 full revolution 360 for the number one top dead center compression. Change the piston position, removing the timing pin and rotating the flywheel. Check the adjusting valve clearance specifications as directed with the following procedure. Loosen the jam nut A, adjusting the clearance within the screwdriver as shown. Alright, maintenance every 1,000 hours. Firing order is cylinder engine. Firing order is 153624. Adjusting the number 135, exhaust valve number 124, intake valves. Exhaust valve specification clearance is 18 thousandths of an inch. Intake valve with specification clearance is 14 thousandths of an inch. Rotate the engine 360 degrees. Repeat the step in the remaining of the intake exhaust valve. Tighten the jam nut to 20 pounds for feet. Torque. Clean the cylinder head with the rocker arm covering the mating surface. Install the rocker arm cover gasket. Do not use sealant on the gasket. Install the rocker arm cover to tighten the screw to 26 pounds a foot. Torque. Do not over tighten the cap screws. Remove the top turning tool. A timing pin. Install parts, settler, muffler, turbocharger, inlet tube before fastening the muffler into place. A, number 1 top dead center compression stroke. B, number 1 top dead exhaust stroke. And then C, the fan ending with the engine on the engine. Alright, maintenance every 1,000 hours. Check the engine speed. Warm engine to normal operation temperature. Slow idle specification speed is 900 plus or negative 25 RPMs. Fast idle standard mode specification speed 2180 plus or minus 25 RPMs. Connect the tachometer to change the engine speed. No, turning the engine speed RPM dial to the slow idle. Check the slow idle speed. Turn the RPM dial to the fast idle to check the fast idle speed. If the engine does not need adjustment, see the authorized dealer. Alright, engine speed alerting procedure. Stop engine, push the engine's alerting switch to see up to the top of the position switch, the 3 position switch, make sure that it is in the top position. Turn the key switch on, wait for 5 seconds, turn the key switch off, wait 5 seconds, push the engine's alerting switch into the middle position, check the engine speed, slow idle specification 900 plus or minus 25 RPMs, auto idle specification 1200 plus or minus 25 RPMs, economy mode specification 1980 plus or minus 25 RPMs, fast idle standard mode specification 2180 plus or minus 25 RPMs. Note if the RPM is not specification, see your authorized dealer. Alright, change air cleaner elements. Open the left front, serve the door, loosen the wing nut, remove the cover, remove the wing nut with the primary element A, remove the wing nut, secondary element B, and install the elements and make sure the secondary element is centered in the canister, install the cover. Inspection of the fan belt. Check the belt regularly with the wear, especially with the cracks in the half, the bottom of the groove of the for the frayed edges. It's necessary to replace the belt. Install a 15mm wrench at the top of the pulley A. Over the belt tension adjustment, turn the wrench with the counterclockwise to pull the tension adjuster pulley away from the belt, releasing the belt tension. Hold the tension adjuster away from the belt while removing the old belt and install the new belt. Slowly release the wrench tension to allow the tension adjuster to move clockwise against the new belt. Tension is automatically adjusted to remove the wrench. Replace air clean dust filter. As mist damage or hardened dust valve will cause the air filter elements to be ineffective. Replace dust valve A. Chapter 17, maintenance every 2,000 hours.